It's alive! It's alive!
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are
Joining
here?
us today live on set, a special guest.
Hey everyone, Mark with Miss Pickles Gaming here. Today's video is an all-inclusive path through the Haligtree to Malenia. We recently completed a 4-part series, which is this video re-edited and put into one. For those of you who don't want a 4-part series, this is a long video that you can go through all in one shot. So, as it said in the beginning, we started off at the Haligtree Canopy Site of Grace, and if you just follow along the path, we'll quickly get to our next Site of Grace. This video is not to show you where every discoverable item is. I highly encourage you to come back to all areas and explore, especially this area. Every route has something on it, it seems like, and quite a few enemies to take care of. So all throughout this video, we'll take care of the obvious things that are in front of us, but I am bypassing a ton of stuff. So I just want to say that up front. This is not a item discovering video. All right, so now we are at the Haligtree Town Site of Grace, the second in quite a few that we have coming up. There it is on the map. From here, we're just going to head out this doorway in front of us, deal with a couple of NPCs, and move on to our next Site of Grace. The first guy here, he's not that difficult. Hit him a few times and he'll be gone. Our next one coming up is a skeleton. I dodge him and just jump around him. Alright, so our next guy is behind this wall. We'll use Mogwin's spear here to take care of him and the person up on the upper floor that'll come down. So both of those guys have been taken care of. Third and final guy here, since the Mogwin spear's out, we'll just stab him and stab him and stab him until he's gone. Alright, big jump down and into the next little room here. We have a guy right behind the wall here, so we'll use the same technique. Two other NPCs out here. You can run past them. I'm choosing not to because he's guarding an ancient dragon stone here, and I'd like to get it. I took care of the hardest guy first, and this guy is not that difficult. And he was guarding this. So if you wanted to run past him, just take this path and run over across the bridgeway here and our next Site of Grace, which happens to be the Haligtree Town Plaza.
Trust us, we invented electricity.
All right, we'll rest at the Site of Grace, and there you see Haligtree Town Plaza. All right, we're going to be leaving this spot, and we're going to start doing some roof hopping. Now, before you jump down here, there's a spirit snail pulling up some crystalline enemies. So the best is just kill the snail, and everything that she's pulling up will disappear. You can use a lightning spear, Rancor, frenzied burst, whatever will get there. All right, a couple more jumps.
Holding, number 55, 10-yard penalty.
And we're down into the next room. A couple NPCs to take care of. All right, outside of the opening here is a couple sorcerers. Take care of them however you want. I've decided to take the prelate's hammer or colossal hammer and deal with them this way. By the way, I took the original Ash of War off of it and added on Lion's Claw. That's the Ash of War motion you see there. It's pretty quick and pretty violent. Let this guy get his fit out of his way. There we go. Run out here and smash him.
No cooking necessary, no assembly required.
This weapon does a good job of stunning enemies. Alright, from here, we're going to take another walkway backwards. And there's a lift here. Once we step on it and step off, it'll be activated. So if we ever have to go back to the Haligtree Town Site of Grace, as you see, it'll be there waiting on us. All right, we're heading to our boss room, which is just past the gateway here. And this is the boss, Loretta. She's going to be coming at you on her horse with all of her weapons. We're going to try the Prelate's Infernal Hammer here, or Colossal Hammer again, and see how well we do. It is a slower moving weapon, so I'm not sure if this is a scene that we're going to have to redo. By the way, all of my buffs here are for blood. It's just out of habit. Really not gaining too much with this hammer. This hammer is not a blood weapon. Well, that one came up a little short. Well, not bad for 2 hits. And I stunned her. That was a free hit. This is working out better than I thought. One more hit should do it. And I stunned her again. Alright, well, this might be a go-to weapon for this boss. Alright, so this site of grace is the Haligtree Town Plaza. Oh, I'm sorry, the promenade.
Look me square in the eyes and tell me you love me.
The last one was the Town Plaza. Got my sites of graces mixed up. Leaving this site of grace, notice I didn't say its name. We're just going to run down this walkway here to the ladder. We're going to slide down. And as we're doing so, you'll see a chest right behind us on that raised up area. We're going to run back up there and grab that since we're in the area. It has an ancient dragon stone in it. Can't remember if it's smithing or somber. Either way, we'll take it. Okay, let's get back to our path. Okay, we've had good luck with the Prelate's Colossal Hammer. So we have a Clean Rot Knight up here and to the left. Let's go ahead and take care of him the same way. The main thing is don't run up to him slowly. Since the weapon takes a little bit of time to get moving, we want to get there as fast as possible and activate it before any enemy has a chance to attack us. Once we have them stunned, just rinse and repeat, as they would say. We'll see what's back here that we passed up. So coming up is the prayer room, Site of Grace. When we enter, we're going to see Millicent on the left-hand side there. I currently have her quest line running, and this is my next place to meet up with her. So I'll just say a couple things to get her happy, and we'll move on.
Our purposes are aligned. In which case...
All right, so as you see on the map, we are at the prayer room, Site of Grace. I'm going to head out the opening here and get moving further along. Now, all these guys we're passing up. Most of them, if you kill them, they will drop either armor, stones. They all drop pretty much something for you. For the purposes of this video, I've chosen to just run past them and keep the video moving. Up in this archway right here to our left is a chest with an ancient dragon stone in it. And on the dead body at the end is a seedbed curse, which goes along with the Dung Eater quest line. There is one other seedbed curse that we've already passed on this run through here in the Halleck Tree. I think you need a total of 5 or 6 for the Dung Eater, and they are scattered throughout the game. Okay, so we're getting closer. Hop down here. We're going to run past the archers and then run up the roof line. We're going to try and jump past the tree avatar down below that is guarding the entrance to the next Site of Grace. Came up short. But I am behind the avatar, so we'll just run in and grab the Grace. Don't spend too much time here because that avatar will follow you in. So now we are at the FL Inner Wall Site of Grace. I'm not sure how to say that. But since we're already past it, we're going to forget about it. Now as we drop down here, there will be a Kindred of Rot enemy right here. And we're going to just quickly take care of him. If you don't, he'll start shooting you in the back as you move forward. And his brother or cousin is up here to the left. There he is. Now we have a river of scarlet rot to cross. If this is your first time, I highly recommend getting the Bloodhound Step or Quick Step. It'll help you get through this. It's Ash of War that'll make you slide through this. If you're doing this after your first run through, run right along the edge here and you won't get bogged down in the Scarlet Rot River. Alright, so we're back onto the roots and hopping down. Pretty easy path so far. Alright, so we are coming up on the Drainage Channel Site of Grace. We're going to check in here, and we're actually going to come back to this after we do our first run through. There are 2 different paths that take you to the same location. one of them has a little treat for us. So we're going to cover both. As you can see on the map, this is where we are. We're going to head out this doorway here, archway, and hop along the routes for a little bit. If you watched any of the 4-part series, then you are familiar with this. We're going to hop down to this roof line here and then hop down to the balcony. In the next one, we will go up the roof line. Yes, up there. All right. So inside here, there's a few kindred of rots that are going to hit us with their pest threads. We're going to buff up here so that any damage we take will be minimal. All right, we're going to run along the balcony here, jump down, and run to the back. There's a lift waiting for us here to take us down to the site of grace in front of Malenia's boss room. The site of grace is the Halig Tree roots. Roots. Say that again. Roots. All right. So check in with the site of grace. Now, since we're going to do this run through again, I'm going to run back and send that lift back up so we're not waiting on it. There we go. You ever wonder what's down here underneath the lift? Come on, let's go take a look. Looks like a whole lot of nothing. All right, so we're going to fast travel back to the drainage channel site of grace. All right, now that we're back here, we're going to take the exact same path until we get to the slanted roof. Once we get to the roof, we're going to go to the top and drop in through the roof. What we're hoping to accomplish here is there's a talisman up here called the Dragon Crest Great Shield. It is the second or third Dragon Crest shield you can get. This is the most powerful. And what it does is it negates about 40% of all damage taken. So it is a tremendous talisman to carry at all times. This hole in the roof right in front of us, we're just going to drop down, land on a plank, and then turn around, hop it down on the balcony where there's some kindred rots waiting to kill us. That's where the Mogwin spear is going to come in handy. With its death radius, it works out real nice for this. All right. They're all done. One more for good measure. And in the chest here is what we're looking for. All right, we're going to hop down, turn around, and hit that lift again that we sent up for ourselves. Now we're going to be entering Malenia's boss room here in a second. When we do, I'm going to show you a very simple, easy way of defeating her without pulling in a bunch of other players or doing cheese or whatever. All you're going to need is a Mimic, Mogwin Spear, and a few buffs for blood. Take a look. We drop the Mimic here. And what I like to do is run past Malenia until she aggroes on the Mimic. Once she does that, she's pretty much going to concentrate on your Mimic, which gives you time to just drain her of all of her blood. As you can see by her health bar, no matter what she does to regenerate, it's just not enough. Only drawback is you do have to stay close enough for the weapon to work. And just like that, phase 1 is done. We'll run underneath the Scarlet Rot cocoon, making sure not to get hit by it. I'm going to use the Soluria's tree, get a couple of free shots in, get her down below half health. And we will go back to town with the Mogwin Spear. And one more hit should do it. Oh, we did it together.
Extraordinary. The mark of a true lord.
And that completes our series on the path to Malenia. Thank you for watching. I'm going to hand it over to my assistants now.
Hey everyone, it's your girl Miss Pickles. I want to thank you for watching this video. On the upcoming end screen, we have provided links to the next video in the series and one other that might interest you. Also, you can tap on my image in the upper left-hand corner to subscribe to our channel. It would mean a lot to me if you did. Also, by subscribing, now you won't have to deal with the little guy at the end. Thanks again.
Listen carefully, because I'm only gonna play this once.
The station the hottest girls listen to.
Hey, where are you going? You watched the video and obviously enjoyed it, so you need to go back and click the subscribe button. I mean, come on now. You were raised better than this. You know, it doesn't cost anything. You know, why wouldn't you?